Hi, and welcome back to another Fresh Look Friday video. I'm Miss Laura from the Lakeville District Library. Today, all of my books are middle grade level books, and they're all about sports. Most of these are fiction, but I did want to start with one special one. This is an entry in the Weird But True series. If you haven't read them, they're really, really cool nonfiction books that are just filled with random facts. These are a great type of book that you can just pick up and open to a random page and read that page, and that's all you need to do. You don't need to read it cover to cover unless you want to. So to give you like a little taste, this is all different kinds of sports. And just flipping through, I turned to page 64 and 65. All it is this giant photograph of an elephant, and it says some elephants in Thailand play basketball. Who knew? Not me. And let's try one more. So some of them have like lots of different facts on the pages, tons of them. So in this particular page, some athletes wear fruit punch flavored mouth guards. I did not know that. Do you play sports? Do you wear flavored mouth guards? I didn't even know that was a thing. So this is definitely a fun one to read like on a road trip, when you have a bunch of family around, just kind of pass around and everybody reads a little bit, and it would be a great discussion starter. So Weird But True Sports, 300 wacky facts about awesome athletics. Okay, all the rest of them today are novels, chapter books, and we're going to start with Fast Pitch. Fast Pitch is by Nic Stone. I really, really enjoyed this book. I listened to it on Libby, one of our free apps that you can listen to audiobooks, digital audiobooks. Shanice is our main character, and she's the softball player. Her softball team is all African American, and in their league, they're the only team that's like that, and that can be very difficult. So there's lots of discussions in this book about what it's like to be different and how you handle that, and racism at any age and how you deal with that, especially when you're playing a sport that you really, really love. Shanice's family is like baseball royalty. It's in their blood. Her dad played, her grandfather played, her great-grandfather played. In fact, her great-grandfather was one of the very first African Americans to get an offer to play in a professional team. However, things went awry and he didn't end up playing, and it's kind of a dark family secret. No one really talks about it. And then Shanice meets her great uncle Jack, and Jack has dementia, so sometimes he really knows what he's talking about and other times not so much. And through her conversations with her great uncle, a mystery starts unfolding, and maybe, just maybe, she's going to be able to clear her great-grandfather's name, because something is not right. So if you like baseball or softball, definitely pick up this. But if you also like a little mystery element, Fast Pitch is for you. Next, we have $1 Million Race. $1 Million Race is by Matthew Ross Smith. This is about track. So if you're into running, definitely this. And it's about a contest. So Grant is our main character. He is a great track star. He's like holding records, and he's breaking records. He's very, very fast. And then Babble Money Sneaker Company is hosting a contest, $1 million contest to find the fastest kid in the universe. And Grant obviously wants to compete, and he would represent the United States. The problem, he doesn't have a birth certificate. His family's a little unorthodox, and they never got one. So to get around this rule, Grant creates a country and enters the contest by representing this fake country. And now he's in the contest facing his best friend, who is also his biggest competitor. There's a lot of wacky, weird things that happen in this book. It's kind of quirky, it's funny, there's a lot of competition, and there's a lot of things about friendship and what that means. So, $1 Million Race. Next, we have Takedown. So Takedown is by Laura Shovan, and it's about wrestling. Our main character, Michaela, or Mickey, is a wrestler. She has brothers. She's been wrestling her whole life. She is a girl, but she's a very good wrestler. And then the other character is Lev. Lev is also a very good wrestler, and he wants to get to state this year. That is his goal. But he finds out his partner for the year is Mickey. So now he has to start wrestling a girl. And he is not so sure about that. Is she going to challenge him enough to get them ready for state? So the two of them end up becoming friends as they are wrestling partners. And will they get to state or not? It's a really cool take on a girl in a boy's sport and what that means for both the girl and the boy, and society and how a town will react to that, and just competition and friendship. Takedown. Finally, my last book is my favorite book. I saved it for the end. This is called Final Season by Tim Green. Tim Green is pretty famous. He's written tons of books, the Football Genius series, the Baseball Genius series with Derek Jeter, and he's actually a former NFL player. And Final Season is almost an autobiographical book. It's about a boy named Ben who's 12. He's a sixth grader in his football team, and he's the quarterback of his football team. And Ben is kind of based off Tim Green's youngest son. And Ben is ready to take the season by storm this year, and he wants to win the championship. His two older brothers are coaches on his team, and his dad is his head coach. And then he finds out that his dad has been diagnosed with ALS, which is this disease that slowly your muscles stop working, you can't walk, you can't talk, you can't eat. It just slowly ruins your body. So that's really, really hard for Ben and his family to come to grips with, that his dad, a former NFL player, just like Tim Green is kind of deteriorating before their eyes with ALS. There's a lot of really great play-by-plays in this book. So if you really like football and you like getting into the nitty-gritty of it, this is a book for you. If you also like the relationships between family members, I would pick this up. And it is so heart-wrenching because it is so true. Because Tim Green, we also found out a few years ago, is also struggling with ALS. So he put so much of his heart and soul into this story because it is his life. He based it off coaching his youngest son's last season of football. So Final Season, highly recommend it by Tim Green. Well, that's what I have for you this time. I will see you next month with brand new middle grade stories. Bye.